is the basis of all independence.
Hello YouTube, this is Dr. V's Revolution Will Not Be Pesticides, and this video is going to be about my Troy Bilt Pony 7-speed riding lawn mower. Take a look at it right here. Alright, here it is. Now it's getting kind of old, and not super old. I've had it for 3 years, and every now and then when I run over a big chunk of grass, you know, it's or even sometimes when I just started, you know, it stops cutting, and so it goes from, you go from hearing the engine and the mower, the cutter, go like brrrr, like it's cutting the grass, to all of a sudden being more like a type of sound. So that when it starts to go from brrrr to you don't hear really feel the vibration and hear the friction, feel the friction, and that usually means that it's no longer cutting. And then you look back behind your trail and you can see that, you know, you're not cutting grass anymore. What that means is that the belt has fallen off. First time this happened to me, I didn't know what to do, and I was like, let me take it to these people. I called some lawnmower fixing people to come pick up my lawnmower, and then they fixed it, but they charged me an arm and a leg. So I was like, I don't really feel like doing that every time the belt falls off for whatever reason. So I decided to figure it out, and then I went under there, and that's what I'm about to show you guys, how you end up fixing the belt. So if you look down here, somehow the belt has fallen out of from this thing here. Alright, you see, here's the belt. Somehow, some way, it has fallen out of here. I'm trying to get the belt through here so it can wrap around and spin and through this, and then still spin around this other side here. But right now it has fallen on the outside. If you can see that there, the belt has fallen on the outside of this piece of iron right here. Now there's a way you can actually put it where it can stay on the outside and still the lawnmower can still work, but I wouldn't recommend doing that, because what's going to happen is the friction from this band here is going to keep pressing upon this piece of iron here, and eventually it's going to ruin your belt like it did with mine, because I did that at first. And then you're going to start seeing smoke start coming from it eventually when your belt gets to a certain point of wearing down. So the thing to do is you got to find a way to put this back on the inside. Put the belt back on the inside of this thingamajigger right there. Alright, you got to put the belt back on the inside of this little cylinder thing here. This piece of iron here. Put the belt back, right back through here. So you want the belt to be through here instead of on the outside of here. But you can't just slip it through, right? See, this space right here is too small to slip this big belt through here. So you got to take this out and put the belt in. All right, so let's work on that. So one of the first things you want to do is you want to lower this down so you have space to fit your hand in here. Because earlier I had this all the way up, couldn't fit my hand in there, and I realized it was all the way up. So bring this down, drops down the blades, and then you have space to put your hand in here. Then you get your 2 adjustable wrenches, one here in the left hand, one in the right hand. If you have that. If you don't have that, you can try to use like a pliers or something, but adjustable wrenches is preferable for me. One in the left hand, one in the right hand. One keeps it steady, and one loosens the bolt. So then you start going. the goal is to loosen this. Make sure you're holding that camera steady, as steady as possible. And you're loosening it. You're loosening it. The bottom is holding it steady, and the top wrench
is making it loose.
Is making it loose. Thank you, Nayla. Alright, like this. You see how it's getting looser and looser? And as soon as it gets loose enough, not loose enough yet, keep twisting, 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 twisting. This should be good. Use my hands. Now, boom, take that out. Keep it there, nice safe place. Take this out. Remember that this goes on top of that. And then take that big piece of iron out.
Wow, that's
cylinder. Put this back where it belongs, in the inside. Put this back in here. Now this is where you need this to be. Back inside. Can you see this, Nayla?
Barely, but it's a little dark.
Try to get in it. Try to zoom in or whatever. This is now back inside here where it belongs. Remember, it was on the outside. Now I can move this. I can put it back on the inside, right? And then now I put the pieces back where they belong. And I just kind of work in the opposite direction now. There. Still got my bottom piece holding it steady. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Now, I'm going to let you guys know that I am no Mr. Fix-It. This is not what I do. I'm not an expert in these kinds of things. I am more of a I don't know what you want to call me.
Like, you can fix things, but you can't, like, fix everything.
Yeah, man, I guess. But you know what? If I put my mind to it, I can figure it out. All right, guys. This should be tight enough. Let's see if
it
the
works.
blades are working again.
And then you can start mowing your lawn. Dad! Let's see what you got! Let's go! Yep, it's working. See? It's working.
It's cut.
Land is the basis of all independence.